Hello, and welcome back to The King is Watching. So, last time we finally pushed past the, I think it's threat levels I call it, aren't they? I keep wanting to say ascension levels, I think that's from Slay the Spire that I'm thinking of, but yeah. We've finally beaten the current threat level we've been stuck on, and we've spent our currency on... We didn't get the more starting bonus. I think, did I just get an additional advisor slot? Yes. And we're slowly moving towards this up here. In fact, it won't be long till we can probably afford that. And we've taken up the first and second royal quest. Which it turns out the royal quests are actually just these. So, might be worth getting them. But from now on, after cutting 15 trees, we will get 400 wood, and after killing a boss, we'll get an established production blueprint. Right. This time though, there will be a third boss. So if we beat this, we'll finally unlock the final ability of our king. And we're no longer getting any bonuses to unit cost and damage. So the training wheels are finally off, and I believe at this point, if we beat this threat level and the next one, we can finally start looking at this graveyard town as well. Right. Magra, the Goblin War Lady. We're gonna go with... Those are just some swordsmen. I'm gonna get some starting resources. Right. Let's start. Put our wells down in the usual spots. And just let that roll for a while. We'll put triple speed on. We'll not use this deforestation yet because we might end up spawning some Ents on accident, which I would rather not do. And we're nearly there. There we go. For each of these we'll need about 60 water. We've got the wood already, and the grain actually, because of that starting bonus. There we go. Right. Now we're just going to need a bunch of resources. We'll go for the archer to begin with, and basic production we'll go with a clay mine, and prophecy, advanced production, there, very nice. Let's get some basic production, some more basic production, and I guess some resources. I'd like the advanced production. We can send some more wall busters along with those ones. Main thing with these is you don't want there to be other units getting in the way of you killing them. And we'll get a levy barracks at the start here. I think that'll be fine. Get the permanent morale from finding the Necronomicon. Right, this will sell some wheat. And we're going to want to get a lot of wheat on the run up to the next bit here. Right. We should be good to go. We need to get some iron mines as well, so we can get some archers. We're going to need those soon enough. Now let's spawn everyone in the barracks. These need 8, right, that'll be enough to start producing them. Right, they've all spawned in. And we're slicing them up, there we go. We can get a gold mine. And we might as well stick with archeries. But we're going to need some iron. Just iron ore, doesn't have to be bars. Yeah, we're really going to need that soon. Let's call these extra troops in for now. One's down. We might be able to get 2 or 3 of them before they get to the wall. There's 2. Basic. I guess we'll just get a tree. And a wheat field maybe. But yeah, we're going to need to get some iron pretty quick here. We will get an advanced production from this. Right. What do we need for that gold mine? A little bit more gold. Right, more troops on the way. We want the ore. Denari, advanced production. Oh, we can get another market if we want. We're going to get a furniture store, I think. Right, we've nearly got all the wheat we need, but we're going to... Let's see. So, archery. We need a ton of wood. Once we've got this, it recruits crossbowmen, and that's going to require gold. So we'll want a steady stream of gold from this point onwards. Right. Plenty of peasants, and there's the crossbowmen. Right. Yeah, we'll get through these. Iron mine is exactly what I'm looking for. Unless there's something utterly amazing, we can't afford any of these as much as I would love to. Yeah, I think we'll just get an iron mine. And yeah, we'll call it there. Right. That's us at troop capacity. Now, in order to get the gold that we'll need, yeah, we're just going to have to sell some wheat. The iron mine can be built, the clay mine can be built. Let's start putting these up here. Then we'll put the gold mine next to those. And we're probably going to want to build those wheat fields soon. So we'll get some water ready. And then we'll empty them out. Let's have a look what the artifact is. Every arcane unit on the battlefield provides a 3% boost to spell damage. We'll get a royal crown. Getting arcane means you're going to have to get wizards. They're pretty high tier units that we might not be able to get for quite some time. Another archery. Basic production we'll go for. Let's get a crystal mine, then we can start getting our magic school set up. Now we were asking for an iron mine, but I have now got a massive established production one, so we might not need that now. But we should get some more wheat fields. Ours are beginning to look a bit empty. We'll get some denarii. We will then go for just some, I guess, resources. And we'll want the extra denarii here. Kingdom infrastructure for another fire mage at the end. That sounds perfectly reasonable. And a basic production there. I think that's going to be fine. Let's see if we can get this artifact again. We invite him to a feast for negotiations. We give him a soak in the luxurious hot mud springs. The mud quickly hardens, trapping the mid-bath. Desperately bargaining for freedom, he reveals detailed attack plans, surrenders his favourite artifact, and almost sacrifices his dignity. Though you mercifully interrupt before things get too awkward, but you receive nothing. That's weird. So yeah, I think I've had that before where it's like I've got the good outcome for the event and it just doesn't give me it for some reason. I think it must be a bug, that. Right. What are we looking for then? So we want to... Honestly, we probably want to get this other archery set up. And we probably want to get that done. It'll be 120 wood. We're hurtling toward that right now. Then we're going to need the iron. Which we've nearly got. We should have easily cut through these. $80 denarii, lovely. Right. And we can make 2 of these things, Jesus Christ. Right, let's get some more iron. In fact, we can be producing some gold while we replenish our troops. And once we've got enough gold, we can put down a gold mine up here as well. Maybe even the crystal mine and start hitting all 4 and improve our gaze as well for it. Right. I would go gold here because we need it, but metal's much harder to come by. You need a forge and everything to be able to do it, so... Let's get a tree, so that we don't end up running out anytime soon, because I know these 3 are about to be needing replacing. Right. What gold are we on? 68. And that's enough, right. Bit more gold, a bit more wood, and we can get ourselves a crystal mine as well. So we've got our mines all set up here. And we'll soon be able to afford that archery. Right now they're absolutely devastating the enemy front lines. Let's grab some flour. And we'll go with, ooh, brick factory. Got to be the brick factory. That's great for repairs, that. Right. Now we just need a ton of wood to get the archery. That's the last one then. And there we go. And each one of these needs flour and gold to hire new people. Right. We need wood to gain troop limits, and we're going to need some gold if we want broader gaze. So we'll get mining for that gold. Right. Well, we've got another archery. Increases unit limit is pretty good. Archers deal double damage once every 5 attacks. Let's increase our troop limit and buy an archer. And a forge, so we can make some of our metal. Oh, there's a sacrificial thing there if we... Too bad though. We haven't got a black sheep barn anyway. Right, we're gonna... And we should keep an eye out for carpentry as well. We've got the furniture store. If we can get the carpentry, we can get that set up then. Right. How are we looking? Archery has got enough resources nearly. We're just going to need a lot of wood now. I think I'm going to save up some gold. I'm going to put down a tile enchanter. Oh, the battle pigs are on the way to us. We've got them though. Indestructible shield will go for there. So there's a chance that our units will just not take damage sometimes. Necromancy is really good as a spell. Let's get a... Ooh, we've already got an iron mine. Crystal mine would mean that we can keep producing lots of spells from our magic school when we get it set up. Clay mine means we can keep repairing the castle basically forever. So we'll go with that. Basic, and we'll pick up some crystals there. Levy barracks. We could use some frontliners to defend the archers, so we'll take swordsmen and we'll set up the prophecy. Right. Lightning mages. Giants and sun-faced. The lightning mages don't have too many extra units with them, because they'll start zapping all your guys. You want to be able to get straight to those. There's not a lot here I would actually want. You know what? Those are all backliners, crossbowmen and shamans. So we'll put those there. I'll put this kingdom infrastructure on this one. And then we'll put the lizards on the final one here. We'll go with that. We'll get some kingdom infrastructure. We'll get the evil demonic cursed crown thing and go a little bit mad, but get permanent morale. So we've now got this permanent nice 15 morale down here, which morale can't be understated. Like last time, that really helped push us through. Troop training would really be helpful here as well, because we've got so many just of the same unit. If we get anything that's basically for ranged units, we'll absolutely, yeah, we'll absolutely knock it out of the park. And we've got, they give a bonus of 4% HP to warriors for every crossbowman. So if we get any warriors right now, which, I mean, we've got a swordsman barracks down here waiting to be placed, then we should be able to give them a massive HP boost. And speaking of, we do need to get some more men out on the front line. We can now broaden our gaze. Down to finish, and then just do 2 on this. There we go. And now we're going to save up some gold for this tile enchanter, aren't we? And this should sell that wheat that we got. Yes, production, we're going to get another gold mine. Kingdom infrastructure. We're going to do monument to our gaze. Right, we should just about have enough gold. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna put that there. And we're gonna get plenty of gold saved up, so we can put another gold mine down. And then there's another crystal mine. We'll get the water we need for another tree. Gonna keep needing more gold. Berry fountain's pretty good. Just as something to just put down. Right, we're gonna put the construction here. Put the swordsman barracks there. Right. Okay, on that note, we will, let's see, sawmill, we need just a little bit more wood, not wood, water. Then we're going to put another tree and that's going to go there. The sun face shouldn't be too much of an issue, it's just big and tanky. We'll get a wheat field, we're beginning to run a bit low on them. And a gold mine, a proper one. Right, that's excellent. Okay. It's probably about time we reinforced the troops here. We've got a trader coming up next. Right. We'll see what we can buy then. Now let's get some more water. There's the tree. Okay. Now we can upgrade our gears. Now we can get more guys. And let's see what we can buy then, shall we? I can see, let's see what spell damage. That's a good one. 2 wine when you kill an enemy. When you kill an enemy, a random unit of yours is healed. We've got 60, so we could afford an artifact. None of these are really like fantastic, these buildings. We should really start looking at troop training soon though. I'm going to get the wine because that morale bonus from the wine can be pretty good. Right. And we've finally run out of wheat. But now we're going to focus on getting these upgrades. Want to get them nice and early this time. We're going to get plenty of wheat here. Looks like the boss is next. So we definitely want to be in top shape for that. Right, let's that one tick over, then we'll get it over here, get both of these going. There we go, we're at maximum capacity. And oh, here we go. Get all of this wood chopped up. Which is on half. Spawn in the barracks. Right, units are building. She's doing a decent chunk to the castle, but we're going to stop her. I don't think it's worth using spells on. We are out of wheat. What have we got? 3 peasants, 3 archers, 3 swordsmen. Let's send them out with some militia. And that should give us what we're after there. Yeah, she's taking a nice chunk of damage. We're able to get a load of wheat. There we go. Legendary artifact. Increases all troop buildings unit capacity by 1. That's absolutely fantastic, that. Absolutely fantastic. Troop training ranged. It's only HP. I'd have preferred... yeah, I would have preferred damage. But it's still going to affect a bunch of our guys. Another gold mine. Fantastic. Veteran barracks. We can get a firing range and get musketeers. Or we could go for longbowman's camp. Both of them will require resources we don't currently have in order to build. Theoretically, we could end up building up that much wine from killing enemies, provided we're killing them faster than we're drinking the wine. Or we could hope to come across 5 iron by getting a forge, or by buying some from the shop, or getting it as a resource reward from a wave. And it's the same with this. Both these are ranged. Ooh. Unit trait. 3% to attack speed of ranged troops for every longbowman on the battlefield up to 30%. Or 10% attack speed of champion troops for each musketeer on the battlefield up to 100%. We've got lots of ranged units. We should get the longbowman's camp. Denari, legendary spell. Incineration, I guess. Prophecy, we're gonna get. So, what have we got? Oh, these are all spells. Except from 25 goblin bandits. Jesus Christ, okay. And these are literally the same waves. Sure. Right. I want a building upgrade, obviously. Advanced production, elite barracks, veteran barracks. I'm not sure I even want to add any of these to the mix. Because putting a big tank unit like a Sunface in with this wave means that there's this giant firing line behind him. And that kind of creates like a perfect synergy where they've got this big tanky front line while all their DPS units just plink us down. So we'll get obliterated. This, it's a massive swarm of troops. And we don't want to give them a big tanky unit again to do that. Nor do we want to give, you know, like lightning mages and things behind them. Who are gonna kinda yeah, they'll just again shoot us to bits while that's happening. I'm fine with this, I think. Right, let's go with that. I think this is a new one. I think this is a new event for once. A happy accident. Sire, do you recall the crocodile eggs you ordered to help defend the castle moat? Well, it turns out they were mermaid eggs. No, sire, I didn't know mermaids hatched from eggs either. Unfortunately, mermaids are not very effective against goblins. Apparently, they're not their type. However, they've been very effective with our peasants. Several have jumped into the moat to meet them. On the bright side, the mermaid's magic makes our soil fertile. Place them in the ponds near your farms. Choose reward building upgrade. Sell them to the Sultan. Sultan Salty Old Man II. Create a private reserve. Increase castle max HP. I think a building upgrade would be nice, because we've already got like 200 health. You carefully reallocate them to a pond near the farms. The area's productivity immediately soars, with their magical influence enriching the soil. Surprisingly, visitors hanging around the ponds feel compelled to justify their loitering by offering unsolicited yet brilliant suggestions for engineering upgrades, some of which are implemented to impressive effect. Who knew mermaids could inspire such innovation? Right. It's the Hungering Maw, which we faced last time. It's going to be a bit of a massive wave of guys that come out of it. Passive increases damage dealt by and HP of warrior troops. Archers deal double damage every so often. You know what, if we get that, it won't show up anymore, and then maybe we can get some of the other archer bonuses. Right, we've got plenty of wheat. Let's get some troops. Right. So we're going to need gold if we want more guys there. We're going to get mining, and we're going to... I think we were saving up for these upgrades, weren't we? Ooh, the broader gaze is going to take a while. Let's see. Oh, we've got a forge as well. Oh. You know what? Because we need that for the longbow camp, don't we? I'd completely forgotten we'd got the forge. I thought this icon all along was a brick factory. I'd forgotten we had a forge. Well, that's me for you. Right, what have we got then? So we could do... I'm going to save for these upgrades though, because I think we want to get them pretty quick. Oh, and we need to cut 15 trees at some point. I wonder how many we've cut so far, because I'm guessing it's like each one of these is a tree. I don't know how many a sawmill counts for. Would that be 4? Because there's 4 on the picture. Anyway, the gold mine's nearly out. We need iron bars to rebuild. Iron bars that we'll get from our brand new forge. And we've got a brick factory. We almost immediately died then. Wow. Okay, that's going down very quickly. And we're getting a lot of wine. There we go. Artifact. Increased production limits for starter buildings. Sawmills and trees damage enemies when they are working. Ooh. Both of those are really good. It's extra damage though. Ooh, but that stops me having to keep buying trees and farms and things. Yeah, that's kind of really good for our economy. I'm not gonna lie, it's extremely good for our economy. Okay. We'll go with... Yep, we've got a gold mine. We could use more wheat as well, from the looks of things. Right, the Sunfaced is dead. We've only got one crossbowman left though, so let's build as many units as we can. We'll send them out in one big wave. Right, ready. Just as he gets to the gates. Right, they've all built some guys. They'll just go to capacity. We'll use the raised militia. Go. We'll take Poison Puddle and... You know, we'll go for Deforestation. And we'll go with... Castle increases damage dealt by hit and HP of ranged troops by 5%. Ooh, or we can have extra swordsmen. Ooh, it's got to be the range units. Right, okay. We're getting like a ranged build then. Okay, let's have a look. So... We're getting some... I wouldn't say that they're easier waves, but... There should be some somewhat easier ones coming up. And in between, I think we're going to use these deforestation things to see if we can complete this lumber mills thing. Because if we can manage that, then it should give us a massive pile of wood, and we can just upgrade our troop capacity. And more deforestation, right. So we need to be ready to basically fight an army of treants. Okay, lovely. We've got plenty of wheat at this point. And we're going to need gold, lots of gold. And then we're going to need some iron. Right, we're kind of melting these. Or we were at least. Oh dear, there's a healer mage behind them. 2 healer mages. That's not a good sign. I'm going to use one of these poison puddles. Yeah, melted one of the healers there. Let's start spawning in the barracks, and we'll try to get a wave of them ready to go out. Can't wait too long though, because he's healing. Right, next lot of troops, and go! There we go. We want, of all this stuff, I don't think any of those are particularly great. We can't afford any of these. Gold mine might produce more gold. That sounds fantastic. Let's get more gold from our gold. As soon as we can get this second gold mine set up, we're probably great then. Because suddenly we'll be able to improve our gears, we'll get everything going. We're going to need to use this, aren't we? I've been kind of sitting on it. In fact, no, they're stationary. We can just use a poison puddle. That should get them. Right, get some troops out there. Ooh, with 12 HP left. Yeah, we are really going to need to watch it. Let's just fight some... Oh, yeah, that's a bonus card. Hang on. Let's go with... some production. Veteran barracks, veteran barracks. A bat rider and that aren't that tough. I wouldn't mind this prophecy thing here. The troop training, I really want that. Crossbowman and shaman. Let's swap that with that. Hopefully I've got a handle on things by then. And we're gonna get the arena. Right. Well, we need a lot of wheat. And I think we might, at this point, what we might do, honestly, is, yeah, just... we might use some necromancy and incineration to get us through this. That should be on spawn capacity, not barracks. And we're out of wheat again already. Troops. We're not going to manage it. Actually, are we? You know what? Yep, he's doing one thing per 6, 4. We're gonna have to do something. Thing is, the more corpses it's on, the better it is. But it's gonna have to be, as much as it's like I could do better, it's got to be that, because yep, we're on 1 HP. Lovely. Next wave is already on the way. Set off some fireworks, boost production. Produce the troops. Oh, I think a stray arrow killed us. It was going rather well, but we just couldn't... we ended up on a little bit of a spiral where I couldn't quite get that second gold mine down at any point. I couldn't... which was holding me from upgrading, which meant I couldn't quite get... if I could get more troops out, I would probably... like, more troops out at once would probably mean I'm less likely to lose troops, because there'd be an overwhelming amount of them, and we just kind of got stuck for that brief while, and that kind of screwed us there. We could get the additional starting bonuses. I think it's better than getting anything on here at the moment. Plus they're very expensive. It would complete that as well, which is quite nice. We wouldn't have enough to get another advisor slot yet. So let's grab that. We've now completed this panel as well, so that's pretty good. And yeah, I think now we're going to go for more advisors and try to max out how many we can get. Well, that's weird as well. This one looks like it goes all the way around here, following that line. Yeah. So these lines going up here don't actually count as like lines that you can... Like, they're not actual paths for it. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be... Probably go up this route, get this one, then maybe up this route and get that one. And then if we want the one at the end here, we're going to have to zigzag all the way around here until we eventually get this. Right. But we didn't do bad to say that the training wheels were off. We didn't go and die on the first boss or anything. So, not bad. But we're going to have to do a lot better than that to beat that threat level. For now though, thank you very much for watching, and next time we'll get another go. I think we'll be able to save up and get the third King's Quest, and or we might even just save up and get the next advisor slot. We'll have to see. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time where we'll give that a go. I'll see you then.